Jag tar mitt körkort ifall att inte behöver. Good morning, guys. Yes, I know, specs is higher. Probably gonna ignore it. There's so many other things to trade. Just an incredible amount of things right now. I had some TVIX over the weekend. I'm not happy about that one. I shorted 15,000 shares late day. Caught a nice fade. Covered up 11,000 shares. Held 4,000 overnight, and I'm up I'm down like 500k on those 4,000 shares. Incredible. It's incredible. The range on this, it's probably the biggest range ever. Spies are hit. What is this wipe? Nope, not gonna buy any. How do I block? Block and report. Yes, 500k. Email notification. I don't know what it looks like. What does it say? What does my email notification say? I have no idea. My main watch will be TVIX. Like right now, it's obvious showing some incredible strength, but this thing can unwind 50% in a day once the markets start bouncing. Now, question is, when do they start bouncing? They don't have to bounce today or tomorrow, but obviously I covered my 4,000 like an hour ago, and now I started back as starter. Like for example, back in February 2018, I traded this thing back then. This thing went down 55% in a day. So that's what's possible on this TVIX. Once the volatility premium starts unwinding, this thing can have an incredible fade, but it doesn't have to be today, obviously. And that's why I was short over because I thought it was gonna fade a lot, but there were some macro political economical things that made this thing go in higher. Let's see. And even being down 500k, like I held 2,000 shares of Tesla over the weekend. It's down $100 now, pre-market. So that's 200k, and I was up like 300k last week. So it's like I'm break even like last week. That's how crazy this 500k loss is. It's like kind of crazy. Okay, I'm gonna set some things. APT gapping up slightly the weekend. These things are not. My plan was to add a little bit APT today if it goes red, but I'm probably gonna ignore it. DWT and TVIX are gonna be my main watches. Codex, gonna set a stop for that one too. Codex I'm gonna ignore too. There's just so many things going on. Can't focus on everything. And these things have SSR on also, so it's very hard to. I held probably about half size over from last week from Friday on both of them, and I lowered my test pre-market, immediate pre-market highs. Is gonna be. The XCM is violating my first stop. We'll see if stop closes. Ethereum is gonna stop me out. It's trading sub 100 pre-market, or quoting sub 100, so that'll stop me out of my tiny position. And INO, I shorted it pre-market. Gonna set a stop for this one also here. And INO I'm watching, like this INO, incredible. I sold everything. Unfortunately, I sold everything before the close on Friday. Man, oh my god, what a home run this would have been if I had just a little bit more patience. But obviously I'm gonna short it now. I think it's INO DWT in watches. I have a stop set on this. It's still front side. Then we had some new Corona plays, but I don't think they will amount to anything. Or some Corona PRs from this, I think they will hold. And oil is down, what, 30%, 25? Pretty incredible, like oil. Wouldn't it be great if like gas and diesel prices were down 25%? But no, they're not. I'm probably not gonna talk a lot for the first 15-20 minutes. I'll be 100% focused on the market action. I will be super. What I'm seeing now is TVIX is actually showing some weakness compared to the SPYs. Like SPYs took out their lows right now, or they've been hitting lows for the past 15-20 minutes. TVIX is actually been building lower highs for the past hour or so. So that's an interesting observation. So we'll see how the market, if the market bounces out, you know, later today, this TVIX will have an insane unwind. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes sub 200 or even sub 150, especially now that it is showing a relative weak. But obviously anything can. These things don't have to do. Absolutely not. Do I have stops on everything? Yeah, okay. Oh, I know, looks like it's not stopped me out. This is obviously a very dangerous market environment. A lot of money can be lost as fast as it can be made. So don't go crazy on any. All right, let's see what we have here. Oh yeah, VIX is so far faded. And INO is fading. Wow, Gush is down 7%. You know what? I'm gonna do DWT long instead of no, not DWT. Wow, my platform just froze. Are you kidding me? I love it. I love it. My platform's just awesome. Do you guys, can you get data? Like, oh, Mark. Oh, okay. All right, let's go. Well, anyone know how long it's gonna be halted? Oh, okay, I see. Everything halted. Yeah. Do you know like how 15-20 minutes? Okay. I don't think I've ever seen a market halt. Have you guys seen a market halt before? Circuit breaker? I don't even remember. Maybe 2015, I guess. Or maybe 2011, I don't know. Because the last times I remember we had this much volatility was 15 and 2011. Okay, well, I guess bathroom break. Oh, this is... I still have to decide if I'm gonna go long Gush or... Because the percentage move is pretty big. I mean, this thing could double and still be down like 50%, 40% on the day. I don't know. I'm probably gonna go with DT because I'm afraid this Gush, maybe they liquidated it or something, like just like it did with XIV a couple of years back. Yeah, I have enough risk on. I'm not gonna go crazy with it. I'm gonna go with a conservative trade. Just gonna short DW because the swings I've had in my account the past, they're just been incredible. Space. Oh wow, space. Not in space anymore. This thing, who knows what it's gonna. I'm gonna ignore most of this. Wait. Drip is hitting highs while DWT is not? Whoa, wait. Why is that? How come? It's up 120. Well, at least my alerts can catch up now. mRNA. Oh my god. Now all my alerts. Good thing with the halt. Interesting. X up is... Oh, because DWT is a triple of USO while the drip is triple of... Jesus, so many alerts triggered. Oh my god. That's what markets do. They go from high volatility to low volatility to high volatility. Happens all the time. Like 2016, 2017, we had mostly low volatility for almost 2 years. Then we had a period of high volatility, period of low volatility. Then we had a period of high volatility, period of lower volatility. And now we've had a period of low volatility, 5-6 months pretty much, very little volatility. And now, well, now we have kind of high volatility. 949, okay, so in 10 minutes. Good thing we get a break. So Nasdaq is down just shy of 7% and SPYs are down just above, so a little bit more than 7%. Yeah, exactly. Level 1, we're at level 1 right now. Exactly. Well, another, what, 7-8 minutes of break, then we'll see what happens. I trade ETFs all the time, but right now there is volatility. There's not even any point in trading regular stocks because ETFs are better. I'm gonna be watching DT and I'm gonna be watching Gate or out of Gate when we INO already 13 minutes in the first 5 minutes? 5 minutes, yeah. TQQ, yeah, absolutely, yeah. You know, if you want to play the bounce, I think Q is one of the best ways to do it. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's the best one because Nasdaq 100 is showing much more relative strength compared to the SPYs. And TQQ is the triple of QQQ, obviously. Absolutely. SQQQ. Yeah, SQQ. Good thing with DWT, easy to borrow. Yeah, mRNA. What a fade out of the game. What's Gilead doing? All, yeah. Corona names are getting... VIR is up thing. And the OPK is still... Okay, so we open in a couple minutes, right? Wait, are we open? Did I just miss prints? Some of these things are having prints. Okay. Yeah, futures are not healthy. Just pretty big. Damn, I had to not happy about that. Oh, nice. AP. Codex is still... Wow, AIM is taking out house of the day. I think if this gush goes down 80%, I think it's gonna get liquid. That's what happened with XIV. It went down 80% and got liquid. This thing doesn't have to bounce. These are mathematically calculated in a way that they're gonna protect direction from loss. Tesla. Oh, okay. I'll cover my last Tesla here, I think. Oh yeah. Watch this TVIX go to sub 200 if the market keeps bouncing. It may even go sub 150. Depending on how big of a bounce we get in the markets. But watch this thing. I've seen it once before. Go down 50%. It could be... Gosh, it's still hitting low. Oh no, it's halting. Holy fuck. I haven't added more to... VIX. Yeah, VIX is highest it's been since 2008. VIX is higher than it was early 2009 even. That's pretty amazing. I know I'm looking to add more to this. I wouldn't be surprised if it's fades of sub 14 or something today. Tesla, I'm all out. Good. Codex is finally starting to break lower. I'm gonna lower my stop to the highs of today. APT much lower. Gonna low stop to highs of today. INO I got short. Wait, what? Holy shit! That INO tank. I need to cover some. Oh my god! What a tank! Holy shit. Holy fuck. Is it halted? No, it's halted. Why am I not getting... Holy... What a fade on INO. Oh, I wish I had more shares. I only had 6. I wish I had gone to 100k. Fuck. I wish I had gone to 100k. Now it's halted. Drip just took out close of the day. All these Corona plays are fading. Holy shit. All of these mega opportunities happening at the same time. It's wow, it's incredible. It really is mega opportunity. I am looking to add a TVIX potentially, or maybe not. I don't know. Nasdaq, return spies again. Scans are pretty much. Oh, VXRT. This thing had a trigger 3-4 sessions ago that I passed on them. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen this many ETFs in my ETF scan. Well, now I'm short 50k. I shorted some pre-market and I added opening range lows and I added some here. The charts look all because of these halts. But yes, right now I'm short 50k. I'm ready. Now it's halted, so where it opens up, this is bouncing here. Or actually not a little bit, it's bouncing quite. I'm looking for a more entry. No, I did not short any INO from. I did not. I just sold it into the close. I'm looking at TVIX, TVIX. I'm looking for it to maybe fail at VWAP or something. I have 10,000 shares short. I'm not gonna add randomly. I'm looking for some kind of weak or downside range, you know, something like that to add. Again, I think this thing could go to sub 200, maybe even sub 150. So I will add, but I'm not where. T1264. Wait, APT is... Oh no, it just got... Okay. Oh my god, TVI. Well, you know, with these kinds of candles, I'm not gonna play around. mRNA halted? Wow. Wow. Money is coming out of this. Money is flowing out of these things. Wow. Incredible. Yeah, I will see. I'm sorry, guys. This just... INO, I need to cover... I've covered about a third of INO, so... Oh, AP. These guys are moving. Holy shit, I'm having some mega swings in my accounts. Unfortunately, it's too bad I held 4,000 shares of that weekend. That was really not great. Codex is not tagging yet, but I think it will. I added a few more DWT. I'm short 70 now. Yeah, this gush is not bouncing. This ETF is toast. Gush ETF, it's done. Just like XIV back. Damn, the TVIX. I guess I should have added on that push into. But it's just so violent. It's an incredible violent environment, right? Oh my god, drip. Oh my god, it's down what? Almost 30% from the highs. And I'm sitting here in DWT that's barely moving. Oh well. mRNA. Is it open? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Let's see. DWT, where can this thing go? I think this thing could fade back below 12 or 11 or something like over the next few. I think it has more, another maybe 30 to 40% of downside potentially. My TVIX average is 285. 285. Not a great, or well, I guess it's decent. I chased some. I could have had much better average, but I have 10,000 shares short or 9,900 shares. I haven't covered any. I think this has potential to go down another 20-30% today. So I would love to get one add more. If I can add one more time, it would be nice. INO is bouncing here. T-code a bit too well. I don't like it. Why is it holding up this? I also think INO increased ATM. Yeah, from 200 million to million. They are cashing. Okay, DWT, I added some more. Oh, not DWT. This little lower high as my... Yeah, INO pushing to VWAP. Yep, absolutely. DWT, I've been covering a bunch here. Oh yeah, TVIX took out the lows. Holy shit, what a day so far. At least I can breathe now because I was down, yeah, 500k on overnight on TVIX, and then I lost another 100k on it pre-market, so total of 600k. But I was up 200k on. That was at least something. But man, these kinds of swings, and I've had these kinds of swings for past two. Gosh, is it bouncing? Oh, okay, interesting. I thought it was dead. What? Are you kidding me? Look at this thing. It's up 75% in like 10 minutes. This thing goes to like be up 200%. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, these kinds of market conditions are really, really good if you can focus on the right things. Yeah, I get it. If you're a new trader, you should probably stay away. Just look at the actions. Just watch. Just observe. It's very easy to get into trouble in these markets. Very easy. Very, very easy. Now I'm very aggressive since I have some big profit cushions from last week, so I can afford to be a little bit aggressive. New traders should just stay away or trade like minimal size, like tiny. Codex is still holding a higher low. That's not good. Yeah, I've seen this before, early 2018 and also like 2011 or 2015 and 2011 too. But back then I wasn't really trading these. Yeah, 2018 was a mini version of what we have now. Exactly. This thing has so much downside. There's no support until 200. I know this is not a supply and demand type of a thing, but just saying, right, it's not a supply and demand play. It could tank. I know. I'm looking at a potential add spot soon. I did cover up about a quarter into the flushes, but it is holding up well. Well, yeah, the dip is being bought. That's kind of the point. The dip needs to be bought for this down, but obviously that can change at any time. Price action will. Obviously, I'm always worried about it. That's why I'm watching it like a hawk. As I said, it doesn't have to go down today. I'm just playing the odds here. I covered some. It's bouncing here. You can't actually see a chart, but I have another signal. But I will add back if it takes out the lows. INO is bouncing. Let's see how it acts here. IBIO is bouncing. What? Back on watch. T is bouncing. Okay, some of these Corona names are starting to come back. I'm gonna disregard this top level. Wait, 7. We'll see how this INO acts here. I'm gonna put. Let's see how it acts here. It's now above Viva. DXCM is bouncing nice. Okay, markets are fading back a little. I feel like VIX is showing some relative weakness compared to the SPYs. Honestly, it feels like that. This is closer to its lows of the day than SPYs are to its highs of the day. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, now TVIX hit lows of the day and SPYs are still not near the lows of the day. Interesting. Okay, that's something to keep an eye on. It's definitely showing some premium unwind now. Definitely some premium unwind. Interesting. INO is very strong. I'm probably gonna get stopped out of half of my position if it goes a little bit higher. Yep, TVIX. I'm gonna start covering into flushes from, because now I have a pretty a lot of individual names are acting really well, like market leader. TDOC, look at TDOC for example. You know, it held a higher low. APT, yeah, it bounced off the rising 20-day. I covered about half of what I held in. So that's about the of Friday's size. INO is holding up. It's holding. AIM is so far. DWT is not holding. I'm thinking maybe DWT or no, sorry. Yeah, DWT's XUP and DRIP. Maybe there will be another opportunity mid or late day. Yes, guys, there's no actual names. These like XOP, ER, maybe no, not ER, too low price. Wait, what? This is in the high teens just a few months ago. Wow. I think XUP and USO maybe. These are. There's really no need to names. These ETFs are the best ones, the most liquid and with the most range, in my opinion. What are the virus names? Sort by dollar volume. We have INO. Oh, INO. I'm gonna cover some from my ads. Cover the time. This down. I did another high, lower high. A good sign. Oh, hitting its gap. AIM is holding. APT. There may be another short opportunity here on this bounce, but I'm not gonna do it. It's too thin now, and the SSR is on. Coming back a little. Okay. ENC is. VIR just went red. LPTH took out the highs. The ones that had PRs today up really well out of this virus name. It's all a patience game. Really good entries on a bunch of things, and now I just need things to play out and manage my risk from. Like right now I sized down on TVIX because it took out this little intraday range. This lower high, it just took out the lower high on the. So I sized down. I don't get into trouble. It's easy as that. SPICE could very easily fade back to VWAP, which means VIX will probably bounce back to VWAP. Oh, INO. It took a dump again. INO, I'm covering a bunch here. Covered all of my ads so far. Yeah, Citron is out. Yeah, thanks for it. Yeah, exactly. There's so many. There's several of these that should be halted. Like NNVC should be halted too and delisted. You know, they made it their business not to make drugs and cure people, but the only thing they've done for 4 decades is INO is pump this thing every time there's a virus going on, like SARS and MERS and Ebola and bird flu and this and that. Every time they pump their stock, just an enrichment scheme, management, and it's pathetic. It really is pathetic that they let it go continue, and it's so obvious. It's not like they're doing it without anyone noticing. It's super obvious. Yeah, look, these are the ETFs, guys. IBIO. Oh, INO. DWT. Let's see where it's right at VWAP right now. Or if you include the pre-market data, it's closing in on VWAP. I may add to it. I'm probably not going to add to it. I may if I see it. SPICE are getting rejected of this little white line here on the one for now. IBIO, wow. Codex is still holding this higher low. Break later. I haven't covered a share of Codex yet. I held 37,000 shares over the weekend. That's half size from Friday. The highs of the day. It's VWAP again. Okay, INO. If it reclaims VWAP, I'm gonna get rid of my position. I removed one of my stop. Citron tweet hit. Okay, it hit. Be right back. I need a bathroom break. All right, I'm back. So SPICE are tested. This is interesting. You can clearly see SPICE are almost back at VWAP, while TVIX is still kind of close to the lows of the day. You can clearly see the relative weak. You can clearly see it. Next time SPICE bounce, if it bounce off VWAP, TVIX is gonna take out lows of the day in a flash. Size down some more. I think there will be opportunity later. TVIX is definitely, if I'm reading this thing. Also lowering my stop on TVIX to reclaim VWAP. Thinking about adding to this DWT if it takes out this 15-17 area. It's just below VWAP. If it fails here at VWAP, could be an interesting. Okay, so the SPYs are VWAP right now. If we can bounce or not. INO is still building lower highs. Again, I covered all my ads. What I reshorted when it refailed at VWAP, but I should fade back to sub before sub 13, sub 12. This thing had a range break in the high tooth earlier last week, and since then it's straight up almost. COCP looks like a potential long setup. Not for now, maybe. Yep. I also added to this DWT. Let's see if the indices can bounce off their VWAPs. I already covered some of this DWT. Every 10-15 cents I'm covering tiny, or every. So SPYs are below their VWAP, while TVIX not even near its VWAP. Yeah, I'm telling you, as soon as SPYs and indices are starting to get some upticks, TVIX will take out the lows of the day. Oh, INO! Thanks for telling me. Holy shit. Yep. Oh, oh, it's so beautiful. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Oh my god. I need to cover some more. God. Oh my god. Nice. What a perfect. It's too bad all of the trades are happening like at the same time. That's the only thing. Like if we can have like 1 or 2 trades like these every day, but all of these TVIX and DWT, everything. Oh, it's halted. I know it's halted. No, it's not. No, yes it is. Now if, like all of these, like I could have done so much more size on INO, but it's so hard to do when you're already sizing a bunch of stuff, you know. Okay, look at this TVIX candle compared to the SPYs. SPYs barely have an up candle. TVIX is having a big red candle. Look at this. SPYs didn't even have an up, and TVIX had a big red candle. Very interesting. Let's see. Yeah, they had a hit piece about or so on INO 25 minutes ago. Codex is taking out lows of the day. Great. Low 11s. I think this Codex will do $8 today. I think so. SPYs are still going lower below V. Oh no, not really. Yeah, SPYs are pretty. Yeah, okay. Last minute it went lower, but TVIX is still below this 260 area. INO. I covered about 20% of my core INO. I still have 42,000 shares. I think it could go back to like $10. If not today, then tomorrow. I don't want to cover too much. OPK. Yeah. Oh wow. Now it. Yep. Yeah. These things have insane volume. OPK had 100 in volume Friday. Unbelievable. Let's see. Oh, okay. Be right back. And just like that, INO $300,000 trade. Boom. Holy shit. And I could have done twice the size on it. I'm covering. I have 32,000 shares. How much is it down? It's down. Okay, I'm covering more. I'm covering more. Okay, I'm down to 20,000 shares on INO. I just covered up most of them. Holy. I think it has more downside, but it's wow. It's all support. Okay, wanna play that game? I'll just cover on the way down. Wow, this thing has no bids. Shit, this thing has no bids. Incredible. Oh my. I covered like 30,000 shares just before the big flush. Come on. Wow. No bids. Incredible. Just like that. Almost 350. Oh my god. This was... Oh. Now if this TVIX can go down, would be nice. Would be nice if this... God, incredible range in this market. Unbelievable. SPYs, just a little bit of a bounce candle. But now TVIX not showing relative weakness. Now TVIX is showing relative strength. I can't figure this thing out. So what? INO is down 46 from the highs. Nice. And IBIO is now fading back. Incredible. Let's do another scan. This one. Some shippers are up on the day. VXRT and AIM are starting to fade. Okay. Oh! Cool. Time to start cover. Wow. These things are tanking one by one. Where's my APT? Stop on it. Codex again. My target is $8 for this. Okay, I have a tiny bit left of INO. Like 6,000 shares. 10% of what I had before. in case he wants to go to like sub 9, but I'm pretty much all covered up. Yeah, it's not a crazy long here for a scalp or something, but not my type of. It's down what, 50% from the highs now? Yeah, it was down 51% from the highs of the day. That's an insanely large move. Now if TVIX could be down 51% from the highs of the day, that would get me excited. That would get me very excited. So far it's down what, 16%, 17%? TVIX would be down 50% on a day. It would be like $100 more down. Oh man, I need some food. I am super exhausted. The past 2.5 weeks, insane. I've had like to $1 million swings per day. I don't think I've had a single day with less than a $200,000 or $300,000 interest over the past 2.5. Yeah, see research just a long time ago. That's like 40 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm not gonna have another $1 million day. I would have if I hadn't held 4,000 of TVIX over the weekend. Then I could have realistically had $1 million. Or look, maybe I will. I mean, okay, I guess it is possible. Like, I have a $4.4 million short on TVIX right now. If it goes down, and I'm still red on it from the overnight gap. But, I mean, look, if it goes down 20% from here, that's like 800K. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, it's possible. Okay, I know, taking it off my skins, it's an irrelevant trade. Codex is, wow, incredible. What a day. This gush is, I'm thinking about doing some gush just for the percent, like instead of XUP, like they're the same thing, but the gush, this thing could go up another. I'm gonna do gush just for fun, like 100,000 shares just for fun, if it sets up well. Oh yeah, just for fun. Wow, Twitter win. I think there may be another trade on these oil names, like DWT short and XUP / Gush long. This drip is super liquid, only traded 400,000 shares. I'll stream for a bit more and then I'll kind of cut it. Wow, PD. This thing has earnings in 2 days. If it breaks out on earnings, a nice play, but obviously the market is very. But now is really the time to, like, look at EV, still holding above the rising 20. BL, Zoom, TAL, like there's so many TDOC. There's just so many great looking stocks right there. Obviously we're not out of the woods, but you know, rates have gone down a lot. Oil has gone down a lot. Things are great for the economy. I don't know what media is saying right now, probably predicting the end of the world. I don't really follow media anymore. But these are great for the economy. Things are great for the households. Lower rates, lower oil. I am not bearish here, that's for sure. I think the markets will shop around for another few months, but I think the next leg higher into mid-year or late year, I think we're gonna go higher. Next leg will be higher, but who knows at this. ENC almost red. LPTH is near the highs of the day. Only Corona play that's really going higher right now. All the others are look, I look at all time frames. I look at the weekly. Right now, I'm just, you know, when I stream, I'm using a one screen, but when I don't stream, I have TC2000 on 2 widescreen monitors, where I have the weekly chart, the daily, the hourly, the 5-minute. I mainly look at the daily first, and then if a daily is interesting, I may look at the weekly and the hourly. And if that's interesting, I may look at the like 5-minute if I need high resolution. All right, let's see here. Gush. I just bought 100,000 shares for fun, in case it wants to go up, like it could go up 50% from here. 150. Yeah, I'm risking like 12K on it. I haven't gotten filled. Just for fun. This thing could even go up 100%. Seriously, why not? Why not? I bought some ERX2. These things reward any day. What's USO doing? Okay, COCP starting to fail as a long watch. I usually, when I short stuff, I usually lower time frames. When shorting, I usually don't use weekly. But when I go long, I use watch all the time. Like, for example, this PD. Look at this range break here at 37.50, 37.70. A big range break. You have higher lows. This is what I see on the week. They have earnings in 2. If they break out on earnings, could be a buy. Interesting. Now TVIX is not showing relative weak to the SPYs. I can't figure this. Really can't. Dude, I struggled the first 2-3 years I traded. I struggled, size or no size. I struggled with everything. So don't worry about it. If you struggle, then don't do size. You know, to do size you need. If you don't have conviction, don't do size. It's easy as that. Or well, it's easy to say, obviously. It doesn't have to be more. But yeah, first 2-3 years I traded, I struggled. Oh wow, INO, nice bounce here. Maybe get another short. I'm gonna put it back on watch. If it can bounce back to mid-high 14s, that could be an insane. If it gets near VWAP. Yes, like first 3-4 years I did only day trading. I didn't start swing like after 3 years of trading. 1409 is where INO goes in. So yeah, if we can get back to mid, that would be real. What's Codex do? Yeah, this thing still has room to sub 8. If not today, then tomorrow. Beely bounced off its rising 50-day. Another one that's just showing incredible strength. Unbelievable. Some of these China names are just so strong. Did you guys know China markets were up last week? I had no idea. China markets were up last week. Yeah, exactly. It's so funny how the media deal out of this. It's like the annual that goes pandemic every year, but the difference, this one is a little bit deadlier for people about over 65. And media goes crazy. China and Hong Kong? Yeah, I have no idea. Look, I'm gonna take like a 5-10 minute break. I need some food. I'm super hungry. I'm dying here. Yeah, 5-10 minute break. I have stops in. Maybe I'll add a little bit more to TVIX. No, I'm not. No. I will not add to TVIX. I have some decent size on it. 17,600 shares. I will not add to it. 2, 4. Okay. Be right back. All right. Man, this is exhausting. I covered some TVIX to this flush. I don't think I'm gonna add more to it. There is a good risk reward add here, 239 with a $5 stop, but no, I'm not gonna add. I have 17,400. I just can't. I'll get a heart attack if I'll get a heart attack. All right, let's see, 241. I'm 31. No, wait. How old am I? I'm 32. I'm 32. I started trading when I was. My average, well, I've traded in and out. It doesn't matter what my average is. I had like a 280-ish average before, like 285. Now it's like 2 because I've been trading in and out. I've been trading in and out of it. But yeah, SPYs. Now it's pretty much clear. There's no resistance on the SPYs until like 286.50 or so. That, and if, you know, first support is like 208. Yeah, my TVIX average is irrelevant. I've traded in and out so much. XUP. Yeah, if you get one, no, not XUP. I know if you can get one more push. I'm thinking this. Yeah. Ideally, high 40 or something would be great. I don't think it will get there, but one more push, then I will start reshort. I'll add back maybe third size or something. I'm not gonna go. VXRT, DWT is low VWAP still. Oh man, I'm so exhausted. I'm gonna take a nap later. I'll take a nap. I don't think I've ever seen this much action in one day, except for that Friday too, when APT and Codex topped. That was also pretty insane. These 2 days, today and that Friday, they have to be in my top 5 when it goes to market craziness. Yeah. This is a sign of strength. It just undercut the rising 20. I don't think we're gonna go into bear market. There's too many stocks holding up for now. The leaders are just they can't take these leaders down. Every time the market goes, leaders just go back green again. And again, I think the lower rates, lower oil, these things are all good for the consumer and for the economy. I think this thing will get resolved and we're gonna have another leg higher mid-late year. This was just recent pullback, reset sentiment. It reset charts and reset sentiment. And also there was probably some deleveraging. How are they fucked? How are they fucked? I know there's no sound. I'm eating. That's why. Yeah, let the man eat. Codex is just so incredibly strong. Every time it takes a leg lower, it bounces. I really thought this thing could go down to low 8s today. Guys, do you see where this Dow Jones is bouncing? Just above the rising 200. This rising 200 day has been support, or the 200 day has been support for Dow Jones this whole bull market. Back in 2011, it briefly undercut it, went on the rally. In 2015, it tested this 200 day once, it tested it twice, and now it's almost there again. DWT failed at VWAP again twice, and now it's about to take out the lows of the day. TVIX can't go lower though. TVIX is frustrating. This is the one I have all this size, and it's kind of choppy to trade. A little bit frustrating, to be honest, but that's fine. I think this thing goes to sub 150 over the next few days, or maybe not. But instead of this TVIX, I should have done twice the size in INO and done less size of TVIX. Easy to look at it in hindsight, because those fades were much better, especially INO. What I'm interested in is if TVIX can have a big unwind like it had yesterday near the close, like in the last 30. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's similar. Yeah, I think it's gonna fail at VWAP, and but I'm not trading it. I have a bunch of DWT, I have a bunch of Gush and ERX, and just in so many things. And I only got to cover some Codex into the sub 10 flag. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Or similar to what INO did. It had a fade, bounced at VWAP, and then it had its big. It's kind of great that they are not all 100% synchronized, that they are doing these things like at different times. This gives you plenty of opportunity to play them. But again, I don't. If APT reclaims VWAP, I'm just gonna cover it. Oh, ERX and the Gush are waking up. I think I can make 50% on both, or maybe 30% intra, 50% over. These things are just for fun. Be right back. I need to go. These China education names: TAL, ED, GSX, ultra strong. It's GSX. This thing has ultra growth. Look at the growth on this. 406% revenue growth, over 1,000%. Insane. Yes, up a big volume too. I think AIM could beat them day today, potentially. Oh man, there was a perfect entry here in 3. Oh, from this tight range, it reclaimed VWAP and held above it. High volume perk of this good risk reward entry. Oh well. The specs looks going away. It's gonna have its highest volume. I'm gonna watch this thing later in the day. I don't know if it's gonna be. Okay guys, I'm just gonna cut the stream. There's no point in sitting the rest of the day. Well, I hope you all had a great day, and I think there is more opportunity setting up later in the day on these oil ETFs, and potentially TVIX also. But there's no guarantee, you know. TVIX could stop me out at any time and go back to 300, as far as I'm concerned. That's what stops are for. I'm actually gonna remove this. But I really think, you know, as long as the market doesn't take out today's low, this thing will fade back to sub 100, even sub 100, and that's what I'm obviously betting my money on. All right, I hope you had a great trading day. I hope you haven't done anything insane amounts of opportunities. And yeah, I hope you got some good trading ideas. All right, see you tomorrow.